6ix9ine is completely out of money, or at least that's the case according to Sunny V2. So let's jump right on ahead into this video on why 6ix9ine get exposed.
People have spotted 6ix9ine's supercars being towed by the IRS as he can't pay his taxes, with sources claiming he has debts of over $20 million.
Damn.
Paying this back now seems pretty unlikely, as 6ix9ine's recent album was such a massive flop, most people don't even know that he released something new.
Dude, I'm beginning to think Sunny V2 holds personal grudges or some shit. There's no reason for him to be on his ass this bad.
Compare this to 2017, when 6ix9ine was undefeated. Everything he released became an instant hit, and no one can deny it. His unique style of music was pulling hundreds of millions of views, leading to a self-reported massive record deal, with 6ix9ine stating, "Right now I'm signing my life away to Illuminati for $7.5 million. Life is awesome." Only 4 months later, he'd land a headphone deal worth $4.9 million and was paid a six-figure sum just to feature Fashion Nova in one of his music videos. Before this, 6ix9ine was already bragging, "I made $1 million this year and I bought a fake Rolex with it." Then only a year—
Why is he flexing about buying a fake Rolex? That makes no sense. Dude, to be honest, his songs weren't even that good back in the day, I'm not gonna lie, but when I was in like 5th grade, everybody was bumping that shit. Stupid, when he dropped Stupid, bro, that shit was going stupid.
Bitch, are you dumb, stupid?
He was donating the same amount.
Since the last time I've been here, I donated close to $1 million just to community. Not to no foundations, just going on the street and giving out money.
He'd post multiple videos showing massive stacks of cash.
Does money dictate?
That's gotta be prop money. There's no way. Are you, bro? That's like 50 a piece right there. Look, 50, 100, damn near $5 million on his fucking lap.
Stacks of cash.
Does money dictate everything you do?
Fuck yes.
Protecting his $500,000 jewelry pieces by dropping a further $100,000 on personal security for a 10-day LA trip.
Is this security or are these just fast food customers? This dude right here look like Big Hero 6. What the f? I thought security guards were supposed to be in like these black suits and shit.
10-day LA trip. Here he'd sign yet another multi-million-dollar publishing deal, showing that the money was coming from his music. 6ix9ine's first album, Dummy Boy, sold over 1 million units, meaning it likely made over $10 million. However, he'd foolishly used the entire—
What the fuck is this album cover, bro?
However, he'd foolishly used the entire album to rap about committing crimes. For example, on Cuda, he'd proudly proclaim, "All my people really gangbang, talk that damn slang, rap about it, do the same thing, let your nuts hang. We post up, we don't do the race, you gon' die today." Similarly, on Billy, he'd add, "Get the F up out my effing face before I murder you."
Okay, but they can't use these lyrics against him in court, can they? I mean, it's just music lyrics. It's not real evidence.
"Squad full of killers, I'm a killer too. Send shots. Everybody get popped."
Sending shots. Everything I was rapping about was really happening.
Which certainly didn't help Tekashi's next chapter. 6ix9ine, rapper faces prison and sex offender registry. The article explained that 6ix9ine originally pleaded guilty in October 2015 to using a child in a sexual performance when he was 18.
Yo, 6ix9ine was on some EDP timing. I knew he was weird, bro. Them Puerto Ricans be booty grabbers.
In a video posted online, a 13-year-old girl was seen engaging in oral intercourse while Tekashi stood behind her.
Oh my god, there's no way. I never knew about any of this shit. I thought he just caught a few like murder charges.
The hip-hop star has since been arrested twice for allegedly choking a 16-year-old in a shopping center in Houston earlier this year. In May, he was also arrested for driving without a license, assaulting a police officer, and obstructing governmental administration. 6ix9ine wasn't given leniency as he was using social media to promote a culture of violence and glorify gang activity, but while he did pay his bond of $155,000, the problems didn't end there. After finally closing the book on his 2015 child sex case, 6ix9ine and his associates went to Felipe Chow to celebrate the legal win with a lavish dinner. Things got ugly when the crew was denied entry into the restaurant as a brawl took place and gunshots rang off. A pair of 6ix9ine's entourage members and his manager are arrested for their involvement. One of the security guards working working at the restaurant, is reportedly hit over the head with a chair. Throw in some robberies plus multiple shooting incidents, and 6ix9ine was facing a minimum of 47 years in prison.
Do we blame him for snitching? Let's be honest, man. Okay, look, I know I would have snitched, but you know what I'm saying? He raps about like gang affiliated shit. If you're gonna rap about that, you might as well not snitch. Live up to your words.
Federal agents sat in front of my house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars. One thing I fear in life. No, 2 things. I fear God and I fear the FBI. Only 2 things I'm scared of in life.
He'd infamously testify against 12 co-defendants.
I don't give a fuck if I'm held accountable for what I did. Yes, I snitched and I did it proudly.
Which reduced his sentence to just 2 years, although it also completely destroyed his credibility. He was therefore also memed as a Karen, whilst others joked, imagine spending 7 years in college to become a lawyer, and your client shows up to court like this. The legal process also
Yo, what is bro wearing? Oh, he got that shit on, dude. That shit is tough.
a fortune.
How much money have you spent on legal fees this year? Too much, right?
Yeah, like $500,000.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn.
But being sent off to prison only made him more popular. He signed a $10 million record deal whilst behind bars, and after being released only 6 months later, 6ix9ine claimed on Instagram, I got out of jail $20 million richer.
That's gotta be kept.
Home, you see the vibes, man. King New York's home, man. I'm on house arrest, so come on, let's go.
This was
King of New York. Dude, 6ix9ine was the OG rage baiter. That one little the rap part that he added in that one music video, Gooba. I know that pissed everybody off.
ordered by a range of extravagant purchases, with TMZ reporting he'd bought a fleet of luxury vehicles that includes an Aventador McLaren Rolls-Royce, Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, and a Range Rover.
Okay, there's no reason why he should be buying that many foreigns. I can see why this video titled 6ix9ine is completely out of money. There is no way he got out of jail with that much motion. Like, are you serious? He only had like 3 good songs, gang.
All 4 cars, Lamborghini Aventador, Wraith, McLaren, G-Wagon.
I think this is still the record holder for most Instagram views on a live. Most views on live ever, actually.
Tekashi's getting iced out too. We're told he splurged on 4 timepieces, including a Richard Mille watch, and dropped another $300,000 on a chain shaped like a shark.
This is a
Richard
$500,000. $500,000. Look at the diamonds in them teeth. And nobody got this watch. If you don't got this watch right here, you a little boy to me. I'll kiss you on your forehead. You a little boy. Sit down. King's home.
You're a little boy to me. Kiss you on your forehead. That's how I popped out at recess with my little Batman watch. No pipe down. King is home.
Over.
He'd then purchased this insane piece of jewelry, bragging on Instagram $1 million on a chain. Best chain in the game. My chain costs more than your whole chain piece and watch. LeMayo, you know who run the city. In a different post, he bragged 15,000 sold out show Istanbul, Turkey. 500,000 for 40 minutes. He'd show off his earnings in videos such as this one.
You got 1 house right here, 2 houses right here, 3 houses right here, 4 houses right here, 5 houses right here, maybe 2 houses right there. You feel me?
Who the fuck was gonna believe this shit? Come on, 6ix9ine. There's no way you pop out fresh out of jail and then you richer than most of these rappers that have been doing it for years.
Spending 50,000 of it at the Gucci store in under 10 minutes.
Bro,
He then vowed every week I will try to give at least 50,000 away to someone random for people in need, all the while his music was still performing well. His song Gooba, released a month after his last day in jail, gained 45 million views in its first 24 hours. This made it the biggest 24-hour debut for a hip-hop video in YouTube history, after which 6ix9ine also broke the record for the most viewers ever in an Instagram live. Everyone, he's
crazy, bro. Everyone in his chats were like verified people, and there was like OnlyFans models and shit, and like stars and shit up in there. What? That shit was crazy.
Irrelevant when he comes out of jail. 6ix9ine #1 on Apple Music and breaking records. Who y'all think is the king in New York? 1 month later, he'd put out Trolls, which again gained 45 million views in only 24 hours.
I'm sorry, this guy's a clown. Like seriously, bro, he looked like a suitcase.
Gained 45 million views in only 24 hours, debuting at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. 6ix9ine celebrated his post-prison success. However, as it turns out, this would be his peak. Gooba and Trolls became part of the album Tattletales, which didn't perform so well. Despite the noise, 6ix9ine's Tattletales album headed for underwhelming chart debut. It sold just 55,000 album units, making it his worst performing project ever. One of 6ix9ine's rivals, Trippie Redd,
YB better. Come on, man. YB Massive 4K trade. Put guns to the face. You don't like me.
You niggas hate me, huh?
pussy.
Worst performing project ever. One of 6ix9ine's rivals, Trippie Redd, laughed at the album's poor performance, which was especially embarrassing as 6ix9ine previously said.
Okay, he's way too happy. This dude is having a field day over here. Like, come on, Trippie Redd, you ass too, bro. Respectfully.
Women lie, numbers don't lie.
The number of listeners per song wasn't lying either, with Joe Budden calling the album a likely financial disaster. He'd state that projections are
Joe Budden, see, we don't with him, bro. Young boy don't like him, I don't like him either.
Projections are lower than what it would take for an artist who travels with 9 and 10 security guards everywhere he goes. That's the part that the public never really deciphers. It's not who flopped and who didn't. It's what comes in versus what's spent. And this kid, it takes a lot for him to move around. Anthony Fantano gave the album a 3, but more notably stated,
"From here, I'm not really seeing an increase in quality because I think 6ix9ine is just diving even deeper into using social media and antics and drama and clout chasing as a crutch to supplement his career."
His glasses are so tough. The way it's like round, just like the shape of his head, is fire.
Be correct. Rather than focusing on making incredible music, 6ix9ine seemed more concerned with social media fame. He began spending time with Steve Will Do It, who gave 6ix9ine the chance to make some extra money. Steve worked with Rumble to get him a streaming deal, which paid 6ix9ine $2 million just to stream for an hour per week. However, if 6ix9ine didn't fulfill the contract, Steve would have to pay Rumble the $2 million himself. Well, 6ix9ine took the money, then went live on Rumble only 4 times before quitting.
I got him a deal, right, to play video games once a week for an hour, $2 million up front, and just doesn't do it.
Steve further revealed
he had no money at the time, and he needed money to buy Birkin bags for all these black chicks and give away money to make his girlfriend jealous.
$2 million for some Birkins? Invest that shit or something. That dude is for real stupid.
Guy's an idiot.
Essentially, having been scammed out of $2 million, Steve exposed 6ix9ine further, showing he hadn't been supporting his daughter.
I said, how much money has he given to his daughter for 5 years? He said 20,000, right?
That's 4,000 a year.
4,000 a year, right? I've seen him get paid like over $10 million in 1 year.
If you give your daughter only $4K a year, then you're definitely not going around the streets giving random people $50K, bro.
6ix9ine also owed $10 million to the IRS, $9.8 million to a stripper he hit with a bottle, $600,000 on a house lien.
Dang, what? What? 9.8 million to a stripper he hit with a bottle. I'm not even sure what that means.
And $60,000 to a home builder. Steve Will Do It concluded, dude, he's such a broke loser. Literally such a broke loser. And he's just a nasty person in general. In addition to his previous debts, 6ix9ine was ordered to pay $1 million in robbery restitution.
Bro, this guy stay owing money.
To respond by stating, I ain't got it right now. When the judge then referenced this video, 6ix9ine admitted that was prop money. I ain't got it. I'm an entertainer and obviously we talking about it, so I did a pretty good job at entertaining people. You know how you have a degree in law? I have a degree in entertainment. But it seems the lawyers representing him weren't getting paid either, especially after his ex-girlfriend also sued him for $1 million, claiming 6ix9ine posted revenge porn of her online and physically and emotionally abused her. However, 6ix9ine couldn't even afford his credit card bill, let alone his taxes, leading the IRS to show up at his house and seize some of his cars. Clearly in financial strife, 6ix9ine made another album, although if you don't remember any hype around it, it's because there simply wasn't any. Whilst his two
I'm telling you, Sunny V too, bro. Like, he be getting personal. 6ix9ine might just be the record holder for being the rapper with the most debt.
projects had some commercial success, Leyenda Viva didn't chart in any country. On Rate My Music, it scored lower than 1 out of 5 stars, and with only a couple million listens per song, it's no surprise people have called it one of the most boring albums I've ever listened to. 6 months later, he put out Blackballed, which seems to have
6ix9ine, bro, learn, man. They're not gonna listen to that shit. Like, your prime is over, alright? Get with the time. It's not 2017 no more.
Performed even worse, excluding one hit single with Kodak Black. Seemingly out of pure desperation, 6ix9ine promoted crypto.
I just released the dummy coin. For the first 2,000 holders who buy into the dummy coin, you will be...
Bro is really struggling, man. He out here promoting whatever the fuck this is now. Alright, well, Sunny V2 just ate 6ix9ine's ass out. Pause. What even is 6ix9ine up to nowadays? I think I've seen like one video of him with a buzz cut, with a bleached buzz cut. Still partying hard as hell. Like, bro, put those hours in. You gotta make a comeback. It's not the time to be partying. Anyway, man, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace out.